when you order blinds from us, you're not only going to get the best installation professional, you're also going to get the best manufacturers in the business. And you'll see here the process, the detailed process that it takes for us to build a blind, for us to manufacture a blind, get it to us, the installers, and get it to your home and install it professionally. It's really a process that sometimes goes unseen, but we're going to show you behind the scenes in the manufacturing plant how this process is done and how it's done professionally. And it's taken many, many years to understand this process and to do it right. We're all about doing it right, making it right, and warranting our product. We stand behind our quality, and we stand behind our product 100% every single time. Ocean View, Ortega Industries, and Camacho Blinds, #1 in the market.
Motorized bliss, making every moment clear. Your vision, your style, every.
Here we are today, Camacho Blinds. We're actually here in Ortega, Ocean View, and we're here. This is our manufacturing. So you guys will see what our manufacturing process is. You guys can see from the beginning of when you first place an order, the customer service, all the way to the end when that order is packaged, and all the in-betweens, from a roller shade to a zebra shade to the cellular shades to the vertical blinds to the horizontals to the cloth tape to the motorization. Everything that you guys, once you purchase blinds, this is where it comes to be manufactured. And we're here with the Ortega Industries. They've been here for over 50 years, and we got the Ocean View. And you'll see all the knowledge that Mr. Omar has, the owner, and he'll show you what the manufacturing process is. Camacho.
Manufacture so much volume, there's going to be some that come back because of either a mistake that happened or anything that happened. So these are all, you see there's paperwork for
these are the RGAs.
RGA, return good or return material authorization.
Gotcha.
So you have to have a paper trail.
Gotcha.
So then later when you go do it, you know what you're supposed to do.
And this is important because the client's blind doesn't get lost in the mix.
Correct.
Right? So the efficiency, right? So back to efficiency. So if you're in a two-week turnaround time, right?
Yep.
If a blind comes back for whatever reason, you're able to repair it, do what you got to do, and then keep in. It's kind of like the chain of command.
Yes.
You keep that chain of command through your paper.
The organization, the paper trail.
Correct.
I mean, we have hundreds of thousands of dollars of inventory. We have to have.
So let's start with the inventory.
Let's go look at the
inventory because that's part of the purchasing, right? That's awesome.
We'll come back to this. This is where we're pre-charging all the motors.
The motors, yeah, no, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to the bones of it, but I want to show people hate stock.
So, as far as like roller shades, motorized and manual, that's 80% of our sale. It's the most popular product. We have to carry easily $500,000 of inventory, as you can see right here, because we have to carry the big names, which are Pfeiffer, Mermaid, Poulies, Bertolux. These are all the big names that we carry. And we can't just go and order every time you place an order because we're trying to do volume. So we have to carry inventory. Okay. So there you can see.
This is part of the reason that your manufacturing process is quick, like a
quick.
2-3 week turnaround time because you have the product in stock.
Each one of these rolls easily $1,000.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Whether it's blackouts, green, or whatever.
You have it ready to go, ready to go.
And when you're making an order, if you're buying from a dealer that doesn't carry a lot of inventory, what do you care? When they're gonna make that order, oh my gosh, we run into a defect.
Correct.
If they only ordered what they need for your order, now they can't make the order.
Or you might have something in stock that the actual distributor doesn't have at the time. Maybe it's back ordered, but you have it.
Exactly.
So you're able to produce the order, even though, and then you replace it later.
Right.
But you're able to produce that order that otherwise wouldn't have been an order.
Exactly. So if that defect comes up and we're not able to skip it because it's a big shade, the big shades, you gotta hope that there's no defect anywhere along that shade, right?
Right.
So we don't have enough fabric, can't make the order.
And you're big on quality. Quality is your...
Quality is number one.
I know you. I love the quality.
Quality is number one. No,
Yeah,
it has to be.
It has to be.
You know? So this is where we keep all our fabric. The fabric is either here or it's moved over to the ones that we sell the most.
So
the
here's
carousels
their machine. They have a carousel machine.
that holds the
And
fabrics.
we're going to show the entire process. We're going to show the tables. We're going to show all that. Part of the process.
And then, okay, so we talked about
This
the
is another
fabrics.
important part. I know he does. Omar is like, oh, he says it every day, but just having a carousel, having just that machine, right? Which he has many, but having that machine facilitates the movement of these shades. For example, in one order, right? For example, I'm gonna use one of my orders. One of my sales and sales team might sell, 2 zebras, 3 roller shades. So they sell different fabrics within the same sale. They're able to now move this stuff and make that facilitate the process faster.
Exactly. It's all about delivery time.
Efficiency.
Efficiency, right.
That makes you more efficient. So shades in general, right? Every shade has to deal with aluminum, whether it's the rolling or the inside the cloth. Everything's made with aluminum, and this is the part where Omar now is going to explain about the aluminum and why it's so important.
Right. So probably the first major step in manufacturing roller shades and zebra shades is cutting the aluminum. Okay. The aluminum comes to us like similar to boxes like this, very long boxes, and the aluminum is inside of there. Now, the boxes get put into the rack. A lot of companies that don't have the space, what will happen is they'll pull the aluminum out of that box and they'll scratch it. So what do? We try to keep full boxes in the inventory rack, but then we'll cut the box open and we'll stand them up right here.
Wow.
So that when you go move it, it's not scratched.
Wow.
We stand up all these long pieces. Those are full pieces. They have not been cut.
Wow.
Once she cuts them, now you're going to have some left over.
So this is part of your quality control.
That's part of the quality control.
These
These are things that we learned over the years.
Gotcha.
They tell us, oh, look, we caused the scratch.
So if you have a client that pays thousands of dollars, they expect the aluminum to be perfect. No scratches.
Correct.
Just as you will if you buy something that's expensive. You don't want your brand new car to have scratches on it.
Absolutely
right?
not.
You don't want your brand new blinds that cost thousands of dollars to have scratches on it, right? So you as a manufacturer is thinking about the aluminum, the process, the quality.
The handling of that material, very important, right?
Wow. That's awesome.
They're making thousands of motors. You know how much time it would take them to pre-charge?
As a dealer, this to me is very important because I'm gonna explain to you why. He pre-charges all his motors before they go out, right? Before Omar, makes a blind, they pre-charge, right? And the reason that's important is because when we go and recharge a motor to a client's house, it's already fully charged. This motor's gonna have that blind work in many cases, 6 months, a year. Manufacturing, you gotta follow manufacturer instructions. Some of them, like I know VTI every 6 months, you charge it 6 hours. But these motors now are gonna last. The quality of these motors are gonna last. Also, some of these motors, they say for them to be pre-charged all the way before you even use it for the first time. And you'll see their warning labels. And Omar, he does that for us. We don't have to worry about it. Where are we heading now?
So this is where we prepare all the motors. We put the motors into the tube so that the ladies in final assembly don't have to be doing that.
Gotcha.
Kind of help them out with that. We prepare the motors.
So you pre-put the motors in?
Yeah, right
Wow,
here.
didn't know that.
Especially the really large ones that have to be drilled. We
Gotcha.
do that. We do all that here.
By the way,
we have several cutting tables. We have like 5 cutting tables total. There's also another big thing. There's different technologies of cutting. Most people don't even know this. Most small dealers or manufacturers don't have the space.
Correct.
There's actually cold cutting. The blade is a regular cold cut blade. You can use that for most fabrics, but there's some fabrics that you have to use a crush cut.
I understand
because of the
why.
threads coming out the edges.
I understand why. So if you use the cold blade for everything, you have then the client, concerned about the little hair fibers that
hairs on
come
the
to the
edges.
side.
Right.
And we go back to you're paying thousands of dollars. Do you
Correct.
want your blind with little hairs on the edges? No. You want your blind to be perfect.
Correct.
So it's here.
As you can see here, this is a much larger blade. It's a thick blade, and it's using not only the sharpness but also the pressure. Because some fabrics like Mermaid E-screen, you want to have the pressure to make sure it like seals any small tiny threads as it cuts. So you can see the large blade right there coming up. and the
Again,
bar that
this is-
comes down to squeeze
This
on.
is all for quality.
Quality, yeah.
For quality, just to give the client a better product at the end.
Absolutely.
A better product. It's all about quality.
Where we attach the balance, for example, and we test the shade, make sure it's going up straight, make sure it's got no defects, in case the fabric cutter missed it. A different person here is going to also look for that defect, if there's a defect.
Again,
Okay?
quality control.
Quality control.
Gotcha.
Site, you got to make sure you package the product nicely with bubble wrap. Not only bubble wrap, but also paper. We put white paper below the bubble wrap
Correct.
to make sure it's all protected.
Correct. Not only that, also the hardware, he separates it and puts it in a bag so you can have everything accessible, everything's there. They check those bags. I'm assuming somewhere here, we're gonna find out, but they check those to make sure you're getting everything. It's all about getting the right hardware with the right blind. That's important. That is super important. I never thought about it.
Yeah.
But it is
Any
important.
problem that happens in this whole process, the homeowner is going to have a delay
Correct.
in getting his finished product.
Correct.
You don't want to delay,
Correct.
you know, right?
You want to be as close to perfection as possible.
Your team arrives like the Marines landing, and you want it to all go perfectly.
Correct.
In and
Correct.
out, right?
But it's a process. Starts from the manufacturing,
Starts with the
from the
manufacturing.
ordering,
Exactly.
manufacturing, from the quality control,
Exactly.
from us getting there and installing, from the installers. So everybody has to perform their job. It's not just, hey, I ordered a blind and it gets installed. Now you guys are seeing the entire full effect of what happens when you place it on.
Exactly. Like I was telling Felipe, I see Felipe as like the Marines when the Marines land and they're executing, they're installing the job,
Yeah.
the final stage. But before that, you have to have Lockheed Martin or Colt Firearms
Yeah.
making the equipment
Exactly.
that the Marines need.
Exactly. So this is my
a team
this is
effort.
how I get equipped with the right blinds, with the right quality, with the right. This is
Exactly.
where Omar's company comes in, Ocean View, and they do a beautiful job, by the way, every single time. We just
50 years.
Omar just finished showing you the manufacturing phase of the roller shades, blackout shades, translucent, anything roller shade wise. Now we're gonna get into the zebra section, or as they call it, mirage.
Some call them bandit shades, zebra shades. We call them mirage shades.
There's so many different names. Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
But yeah, we manufacture in a different department with zebra shades because it is like a totally different product. As you can see here on the table, we have to make sure the bands are perfectly aligned.
Tell them why that's important, like a 2-in-1 or a 3-in-1 when they or windows that are side by side.
Absolutely.
That's why they have to be aligned.
I mean, here we're making sure the bands are aligned front and back.
That looks like Ocean View.
Probably.
Like-
The bands have to be perfectly aligned front and back, right?
Correct.
What you're talking about is you can see on the tower we have two shades that are hanging that we're aligning the bands
We'll show them that now.
left and right. Because it's a 2-on-1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or side by side.
Side by side.
Everything has to align.
You might have a room with 4 zebras.
That's important because as far as an installer, right, you're in a person's home, and that's important that you watch that because a client again pays a lot of money. They expect perfection just like I would, you would, and when they align, it looks nice. It looks proper. It's the way it should be.
Fundamental, absolutely.
Right.
So here's here we fold it, and then we have you see the needles.
Gotcha.
So keep it aligned.
Gotcha.
But the thing is, the more you pull out of here and you fold it and you line it up,
Gotcha.
they may not maintain the alignment
Same
side
alignment.
to side.
So the biggest thing with the zebras is the alignment part.
Yes, the
The
alignment.
alignment is everything.
With roller shade, you don't have to worry about that. Not only that, when you're measuring for a zebra shade, you have
Correct.
to measure precisely
Correct.
the height.
Correct.
With a roller shade, it doesn't really matter too much.
Yeah, because you have more. You
have
can stop
extra
it.
fabric.
Correct.
With this, if you're off by a 1/4 inch, it'll be open.
Correct. Correct.
So it's super
because
critical.
it has to land in the closed position. Yeah.
Exactly.
So you're right. Measuring is
Super
key.
critical with
yes.
this.
Yeah. So it's a job between the estimator, right, to the manufacturer, to the installer. Everybody has to be in sync.
In sync.
That's why it's important to work with great companies.
Yes.
With great companies because it's hard. It's hard to be in sync from an estimated part, from an installation part, and down to the manufacturer. Everybody, for the blind to be perfect, everyone has to do their job to almost to perfection.
This departments, the roller shades and the zebras. Now we go into other products that we still manufacture because we're a full line fabricator, meaning vertical blinds. We don't sell as many as we used to. They had their heyday, but they're still selling
Right.
for certain cases. So we make
Right.
vertical blinds.
Let me stop you real quick. You said you're a full line manufacturer, right?
Yeah.
We're a full line installer. So we go vertical to plantation shutters, to shades,
Zipper.
to zipper screens. So we've been repaired. You know, so we do the full line, same thing, full line manufacturer, full line installation. So like we keep saying, we're together. And that's why it works so well.
That's why we're strong.
Yeah.
Together.
Camacho Blinds.
After going behind the scenes with Ortega Industries, one thing became clear. This partnership matters. For Camacho Blinds, it's not just about working with a major manufacturer. It's about working with a manufacturer whose standards, vision, and commitment to customer service align with ours. Seeing the quality control, the craftsmanship, and the care that goes into the manufacturing process gives us even more confidence in what we bring to every home. Because when we recommend a custom window treatment, we want our clients to know it's backed by quality, precision, and a team that takes the final result seriously. That's what this partnership represents. Better products, stronger service, and more confidence for every Camacho Blinds customer.